Hi there, thank you for joining our Magic the Gathering Arena starter deck duel guide. If you want to see some certain decks in action, downwards below we've got some timestamps for you so that you can change between each deck, have a little bit of an inside look, and if for nothing else, enjoy the show and I will see you soon. The starter decks. As I told before, you get a lot of foundation cards at the beginning and you can play right away. In standard, if you're very crazy, you're gonna get crushed even on bronze because net decking is so available these days. I personally like to go to event section, and there are all of the drafts, and there you can also go to where is it? New, in progress, limited, constructed, special events. Limited, you can go also to find a match, play yourself through the different modes. Recently played is very good because if you have drafted or you want to draft again, stayed in standard or got into historic, you can always use this quick buy here to sort through that. But what I'm searching for is the so-called starter deck duel. Standard ranked. Nope. Nope. You could also play bot match, but that won't give you any rewards. Where is it? Should be normally right at the top. Quick draft, seal, premier, traditional, jump in. There it is. Starter deck duel. That's what I'm talking about. Starter deck duels are awesome. You have all these pre-built decks, which also rotate, I think, every 3 to 6 months, if I remember correctly. Or at the latest each year. I was a little bit upset because the last rotation was pretty awesome, and the new rotation has some decks that are just unplayable. But nonetheless, I'm gonna make a little bit of a showcase and show each of the strengths and weaknesses of the decks. One of the stronger decks that you can play is definitely the blue-white deck, Arcane Aerialist. Because it got a lot of flyers and a lot of tempo. This is a very good hand. Normally in a 7-card starter hand you want to have at least 2 to 3 lands. And optimally 1 turn, 2 turn play, or at the latest a 3 turn play when you are going first. On the draw it would be a little bit too slow, but starter deck duels are very, very balanced. So there is no deck that crushes you on turn 4 or 5. Which makes them very enjoyable too. As with most constructed formats, it might get a little bit stale when you're playing them very often over a long time. But normally, to grind out 5 to 10 wins, it's a perfect choice for 1 or 2 hours of gameplay. Especially if you know what you're doing. So, okay, we drew on turn 2. No, I think we drew Giada for turn. Giada Font of Hope is a very good rare. It's not only a mana drop, which gives you 1 white for each angel spell you play. It also pumps all of the angels for the angel cards in play already. So if I play, for example, Vanguard Seraph now, it gets a +1/+1 counter because of Giada, which is awesome. So we will be playing Vanguard Seraph. Won't be attacking because of the Sentry, which has Reach. Reach is ability that keeps your flying creatures in check, because it can also play a reaching creature can also block flyers. As you've seen, 4 mana 4 for flying is a little bit too much for our opponent, and he likes to concede. Which shows a little bit of a trend. Some of the more grindier players that are on the starter deck duels already know when they are very, very far behind, because all of these decks are pre-built. And if you have a limited pool of decks and cards that compete with each other, you definitely know how the winning chances are. What's also very interesting is, in comparison to a classic standard duel or a constructed duel in common, starter deck duels always have one deck against each other. You don't have two decks that mirror itself. So you can't play, for example, blue-white versus blue-white. That does not happen. Or green-white versus green-white. If it's possible, they pit each deck against another one, which is also very, very nice and keeps me very relaxed, because I hate mirror matches. Mirror matches kinda suck the most of the time. Nice. And we've got another legendary creature, which means we can build another very good legendary creature brawl deck. Very nice, very nice. That's also very cool if you're looking for a little bit of easy and free wildcards. You can always play free games, win free games in Starter Duel, and you get some nice rewards. And the best is, it's from the whole card pool of the game. So it could be any rare or any mythic, which is awesome. Normally you don't have to wait too long in the queues, but especially in summer, sometimes it takes a little bit. So don't worry. If it takes, I would say 3 to 5 minutes, consider cancelling and just joining the queue again. It might be faster than waiting out your queue. Whoops. As you can see, sometimes the client also does not respond that well. So, yes, some hard resets might be in proper need. If you see that the client does not let you do anything. You can also add friends for games, which is very nice. What I'm definitely considering is in the future to make some friendly duels or to showcase some brawl decks. So if you wanna have a friendly fight and enjoy yourself in a good brawl challenge, always feel free to hit me up. This new account will take a little bit of time, but if we adjust the power level, it should be definitely fun. Okay, now I think the client hit itself in the face. We're gonna hard reset. Oops. Oops. Win rates of the best standard decks. Interesting. My untapped is still in German. Very interesting. I thought I had it in English. I will have to adjust that. Okay, let's try again. As you can see, recently played, starter deck duel, Arcane Aerialist. Let's give it another try. Very good hand with a turn 1 or turn 2 Healer's Hawk. Our Bomb Rare in Lyra Dawnbringer, which is Sarah Angel that's kinda cracked. Flying first strike lifelink, and it pumps all of our angels with +1/+1 and lifelink. I remember in Dominaria Standard it was one of the best rares that you could pull. That were good times. As you can see, lands also have sometimes special abilities. In this case it's Scry. Scry is an ability that lets you look at the top of the library, and in comparison to Surveil, it's a little bit weaker. It lets you decide if you want to keep it on top or put it on the bottom of your deck. Fondled Foils, for example, is a Lifegain land, very nice, gives you 1 life when it lands. It's very good with the Lifegain shenanigans that we have here. Could also be very interesting. What's very interesting now too is you have the choice. You can either play an aggressive creature and tempo, like I personally prefer, if there is no position on the other side of the table. Or you could go for the more mana effective play and play Fogbank. So depending on the style of your deck, one play or the other could be more beneficial. Nice. Now we've got our second bomb, Curator of Destinies. Ultra nice. When it enters, you get to look at the top 5 and you can separate them in a pile, and your opponent chooses which pile you get. It's very, very strong. Opponent played a mana creature, Druid of the Cowl. Mana creatures are very good for gaining tempo, but they are normally not worth it to be pushed aside with a removal spell if you see the opponent has enough mana to get his curve rolling. So now I am deciding to get a little bit more aggressive, play Imperial Eagle to curve out and to push my damage. As you can see, the blue-green deck excels very good at mana generation, but sucks a little bit at card advantage, so he hit his mana creatures but did not find his lands. I personally like it more if the deck naturally curves out with its lands. Because the lands stay, the creatures might die, then that just sucks. Let's play Fogbank and pass the turn. Okay, Exclusion Mage, bouncing our Eagle. The funny thing with Fogbank, it's one of the older cards of MTG. It prevents all combat damage, which is just an amazing ability in very low power tiers. The creature basically can't die in battle, so the opponent needs to play at least an ability of a creature that kills instantaneously, or deals non-combat damage, or just kills it with a permanent. Cloudblazer is a very strong card, so we will keep it on top. Let's replay Imperial Eagle, and let's go for damage. Nice. As you can see, cards like Healer's Hawk are very good tempo players. They come down turn 1, they have lifelink, so they can race very fast, and they put you ahead in life difference, which is also a very good indicator of how fast you are and how good your overall tempo in the game is. Now we've got some options. We could play High-Fate Trickster, we could play Vanguard Seraph. I will be playing Seraph for one reason. Healer's Hawk gains us life. We got a little bit of a life gain sub-theme. Seraph searches us for lands, and we want another land, so we keep that one on top. Tapped land is not that optimal because we wanna optimally curve out with Lyra, but she can come down any turn and still is great. So we will keep it slow because we are in the driver's seat. And here we have a premium target for removal. As you see, our opponent is stuck at 2 lands, which is always a little bit of a problem with the mana system in MTG. You need to have lands in play and to have the right permanents or spells to play the game. So yeah, from time to time it can happen that there are non-games. But don't fret, it's part of the game. This kind of variation, of variability makes it fun. Sometimes it's very depressing, especially with the Arena Shuffler. But when you're playing free-to-play, it does not matter. You can just skip, say, yeah, bad game, go for another one. As much as you want, because it's free-to-play, which is awesome. So, now we have the choice. Wanna play Curator or Lyra? I think we're gonna attack and play the Curator. Then I can show you what kind of strategies you can use to make your opponent give you the cards that you want. Stasis Snare is good, it's removal. Then let's play Curator of Destinies and let's have a look. This is a very interesting hand because you have only one land and 4 permanents. Normally you want to divide the pile into removal and lands, for example, to curve out or permanents. I personally will be doing it like this, so that he either gives us this, whoops, gives us the card adventures and the removal, or the lands and the creatures. Normally when you give him 3 cards that he does not see, he will be making the assumption that these are the stronger cards, so he will discard them and give us the 2. But since we revealed the removal spell, he might want us to get that down. In our case it doesn't matter because we are so far ahead that we will win next turn. Next turn or the other. Which is so good. So let's, yeah. And there's a concession. GG, well played. Sorry for the... Oh yeah, sorry for the land shot, but as you can see the flyer deck is very, very strong. Let's get a little bit of reward. And another card. What do we have here? Ooh, Sunspine, very good, very nice card. Players can't gain life. Where have we read that before? Yikes. Damage can't be prevented is also a very interesting ability, because there are abilities that keep other creatures from damaging certain permanents. This works around this, which is very good. And especially in the current constructed formats of MTG, it's also a very strong card because 5/4/4 is strong as hell. And also it damages each player based on their non-basic land count, which is very high. If you have a look at your lands, for example, there might be a slight difference between, for example, Tranquil Cove, which is only a land, and Plains, which is a basic land. In Magic, there are 5 colors with 5 different basic land types. Plains, Island, Forest, Mountain, and Swamp. These are the 5 base colors and the 5 basic land types. You can put as many basic lands into your deck, but you can only put a 4 of each non-basic land, which is, for example, Saurius Guildgate 4 of, or Tranquil Cove. Non-basics are in each and every case normally stronger than basic lands, but sometimes come with disadvantages, especially in the lower rarity slots, like Azorius Guildgate, for example, is one of the most basic dual lands that you can have. It got the subtype of gate, which is an upside, because some types of cards like to play with gates, especially in Commander. Revenue, I think you know what I'm talking about. They are so-called gate commanders, because cards reward you for the amount of different gate lands that you have into play. But it got the disadvantage of being a common land, so it enters the battlefield tapped and only gives you mana the turn after when it untaps again. So especially the common lands are often a balance of benefits and disadvantage. Let's try out another good deck. What have we here? What I personally like very much is Vampiric Hunger, the black-white deck. It's the best basic Lifegain deck. It's very strong. A little bit slower than the flyer deck. So the flyer deck normally eats the Lifegain deck for breakfast if the advantage and the enablers is not balanced. But this hand looks very, very good. We got turn 2 Sunblast Healer into turn 4 Twin Blade or Fiendish Pounder. And if a creature of us dies, for example Sunblast Healer, we can kick this Sunblast Healer for 4 mana instead to get the first one back. This is just awesome. And if, for example, Fiendish Panda dies, it can also get the Sunblast Healer back, which is nuts. So there's a very strong curve of recursion. And as we've seen, Hyde has enough, he knows what's coming. What's very interesting, he was playing blue-white flyers, which has normally a good matchup. But I think when he's on the draw, he does not want to play against me. Then in these mystery cosmetics, we can have anything from avatars over card sleeves over some cosmetics for your cards. This is like it looks normally, and this is like it looks when it's a little bit spaced up. Some people get motion sick, so I normally disable this this type of cosmetic, because it makes me also a little bit dizzy. Again, a very good hand. Turn 1 Healer's Hog is just awesome. Cat Collector, each time when we gain life for the first time during our turn, we gain a cat token, which is very strong. And we have turn 2 Blood Revenge, so turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 with 3 lands is perfect. And a removal spell. Can't get better. So let's turn 1 Healer's Hog on the play. Let's start the race. Turn 2 Vengeful Blood Rage. Keep on chipping. There's the Lava Runner! Haven't we seen that one before? Very good, very good. So let's play Cat Collector first, because it has to be on the battlefield to use its effect. We also get the added benefit of a food token, which is some kind of artifact that has a special effect when you tap it, sacrifice it and pay 2. So Cat Collector fuels itself, but it doesn't have to because we have Healer's Hog. Okay, there's Opt. Opponent draws a card, surprise 1. Does not like what he sees. And we get our cat, very nice. Ah, the artwork is so nice, so beautiful. I love it. So good. Ooh, there's Burst Lightning. Enables Key to Lava Runner. When you have 2 or more instant or sorceries, it gets +1/+0 and haste, which makes it a very strong cut. We will take the 2, because Lifegain doesn't really care much when the opponent damages you a little. And then I think we will be... what shall we do, what shall we do? I think we're gonna play the tapped land and attack with everything. And keep the craving for later. Maybe we will need it. Ooh, Balmor, that's a strong one in the blue-red deck, which focuses a little bit more on sorceries and instants and their benefits for other creatures. It's a so-called Spellslinger deck. Okay. Ah, there's Fiendish Panda. Very good, very good. Then what shall we do? I guess we're gonna play Panda. And pass the turn. Ooh, Annihilation is a bad one. That exiles our Panda, so we don't even get back our Cat Collector. Yikes. Oi, oi, oi. Now we're in trouble. Opponent has a little bit too much card in hands. Too many cards, too many cards. Oof. The next one is done. That shows the strength of Balmor. He's such a good card, especially if you can chain your spells. Yeah, I won't block. Let's play. I think. Let's play Guildgate into Trading from Lava Runner. Reducing a little bit the capabilities of Balmor. And let's sit back. Now we're very dependent on our top decks. Unfortunately, Sunblast Healer only gets mana value 2. So when a card costs 2 mana, its mana value is 2. By the way, Revenor, thanks for sharing the decklist. Very nice of you. I love these cute little revisions. They are fun. They are a lot of fun. Okay. We're in trouble, yikes. Guess we're gonna sacrifice our food token. Okay, one of the worst cards in the white-black starter deck. Tribute to Hunger. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice and we gain life equal to its toughness. It's kinda nice that there are high toughness creatures on board, but it kinda sucks that our opponent gets to choose, because I definitely would want the Tolarian Terror off the board, but our opponent will sack Balmor instead. Yeah, happens. But nonetheless, our Healer's Hawk goes strong. Got us already 9 life this game. He's so good. I love Healer's Hawk. Yeah, we're gonna take the 5 damage. Ooh, Mortify, that's a big one. We're gonna attack. Okay, opponent has interaction. Let's have a look what's coming for us. I fear it's an untap spell, but we will see. I don't think that he will waste it for just a little 1/1 block. Then let's go with Sunblast Healer, revive our Blood Witch, which is very good in a board with a lot of creatures. So even if we are not in the driver's seat and our opponent tries to threaten us with his big creatures, oof, we could still win through the drain of Vengeful Blood Witch. Arcane Epiphany. Very good draw spell. That's one of the main benefits of the blue-red deck. When it gets long, the card draw normally outpaces the Lifegain deck. This time I'm a little bit unlucky with my payoffs. Another tribute to hunger, good, good. Let's see what our opponent is willing to sacrifice here. I think it will be the Emulator. But let's have a look. Hardfire Emulator, a very good card also in blue-red deck for removal purposes. Normally, blue-red has a little bit of a problem to deal with larger creatures. 5 toughness, 6 toughness is the benchmark where red stops to be effective against big creatures. But some cards like Emulator, for example, they boost with prowess and deal damage based on their personal strength to its power. So it could also take down big creatures like, for example, a Terror or a Drake when it gets strong enough, when you sling enough spells. Let's see if he can get the Drake off board, otherwise we're in big trouble. But I think he has, dive down. Hexproof prevents your cards from being targeted by opponents. Yikes. Enigma Drake, attacking for 10, yes, I gonna swallow that one. Oof, and another Emulator. Yeah, let's play Bright Man, see what he does, but I think he will be killing the Bright Man. Or maybe he says the Bright Man is not that important and he will kill the Healer's Hawk. But I don't think so. Enigma Drake might be lethal next turn. So this game might end very, very soon. Yeah. Start with triggers, which is good for us. Keeps us alive a little bit longer. And another Epiphany, okay. Guess that's it. I don't think that the enemy does not find less than 2 instant and sorcery spells. Yeah, Enigma Drake will kill us next turn, unfortunately. But that's how the game goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Always remember, just have fun. That's the most important thing, especially online and especially free to play. That's one of the reasons why starter deck duels are just awesome. A nice little time sink if you have a lot of time, if you have a little time. It does not really matter. You can always concede, you don't lose anything. So, yeah. That's a lot of fun. And I think they balance the decks out very well. Next time I will be playing a deck that... Good game, Kubu. It was nice. Next time I will be playing in the next game a deck which I find not so good. So that you can see a little bit why certain pre-constructed starter decks are... Yeah, not well thought out. One of the more worse options that we have is, in my opinion, definitely either red-white or green-white. I will get to green-white because I think it's the worst deck in the mix. I think it's even worse than black-green, which is also not very synergistic. Let's see if we have luck and win one game with the deck. Unfortunately, it kinda sucks real hard. Red-green has the theme of 4 power creatures with payoffs like Garruk's Uprising, which not also gives our creatures trample, independent of what power they have, but also draws us a card when it enters or when a creature with 4 power enters. So this is one of the better hands with red-green. Let's have a look. X-Guard Cavalry, very good draw. Gives one of our creatures haste if we tap it, which is very nice. The unfortunate thing is we only have tapped lands left, so if we don't tap, draw an untapped source, we might not be curving out. But that is not so bad against the red-based deck, because we have Dragonfire. We could always use a removal spell. Or in this case, with Mild-Mannered Librarian. Very good 1/1 who draws us a card and pumps itself up to 3/3 if we invest a little bit more mana in it. I will be playing Highlands and pass the turn. Don't wanna trade with Axgard. It's okay-ish offensively, but its haste giving ability is just the cherry on top. Now we've got a premium target with Cranko Mob Boss. Is a must answer, especially in the red-white deck. It's the best rare in the deck. So we'll be playing Guildgate and destroy Cranko. That's nice. And pass the turn. Yeah. Okay, lucky. Pitting two of the worst decks against each other. Sometimes net zero win. Very nice, very nice. Okay. How many wins did we get? 4 wins. Very nice, very nice. What's interesting is the wins, each additional win that you get up to 15 gives you decreased values of rewards. So I personally advise you to get at least to 5 or 6 because you get around 250 to 50 gold in this range. Everything else up to 10 gets you still 50 to 25 and the rest is often 25 and wildcards, which is also very good for beginners, but does not always justify that you're playing a long time. So if you're free to play, just think about the first 4 or 5 wins, have a lot of fun, and then you can go on with your day. And it does not punish you all that much. For pure optimization, you could go all in and grind everything out, but I definitely don't think it's worth our time. Depends on your investment. So let's have a look. What have we here? Windscarred Crag is okay-ish. In the red-white deck we normally want to curve out, which is possible. Searslicer Goblin, one of our better cards. Gives us a token whenever we attack during our turn. Triggers at the end, beginning of the end step, so you can play it and it will immediately reward you. We're gonna play the Goblin first, play the top lane so that we can curve out a little bit better and see what the opponent does. As you can see, the Wanderer Simp here has the Virtuous title, which is also a title that you can get. So if you want to become virtuous, feel free to grind out the respective achievements. It's fun. Not always possible at the beginning, but yeah, that's normal. So don't sweat the small stuff. Okay, Step Wound. Interesting here is Step Wound gives -2/-2. If a creature's toughness hits 0 or below, the creature dies. So if you, for example, give it Indestructible, which makes it invulnerable to damage, cards like Step still kill it. So be very careful which defensive spells you use against offensive spells. Now we play Searslicer and hope that it lives, so that we get a very nice 2-for-1. And pass turn. Pass the turn. Nah, you got another step, damn it. Aye. Unfortunate. Got this good. That's one of the strong openings from Blue-Black. Youch. I don't think that we will win I don't think that we will win this one. Yikes. Say that fast 3 times in a row. We will win this one in the... We will win this one. We will win this one. Youch. Aye. Let's release the dogs. 4 dog tokens. Hope that there is no counter spell, which denies us our cards. Oh man, I love the tokens in the game so much. It's so awesome. They are so beautiful, especially the cats and the dogs. Okay. Let's Burst Lightning Scavenger, because when the threshold is achieved, that means 7 or more cards are in our opponent's graveyard, it gets +1/+1 and Death Touch. And that's a very big flyer and a very effective creature for 3 mana. So if we can kill it with 1 mana, we will do it. It's definitely worth it. Let's try to race. If our opponent gets to 5 or 6 mana, game is normally over, because then the big spells come and then we don't have a choice to get him. As you can see, blue-black is very good at drawing cards and killing creatures, which is also a very valid strategy. In the starter decks, on the other hand, I think blue-black lacks a little bit in hard removal, but is very good at early game removal. As you can see, plays cards like Abyssal Harvester or Rise of the Dark Realms to overwhelm the opponent in the endgame. And the cards are like Rise of the Dark Realms with 9 mana. Way too expensive. Takes way too much time to keep going. And that's the reason why cards like Step or Opt are very cheap card advantage and removal options to keep, for example, the red-white deck in check. Let's play Resolute Reinforcement and pass the turn. You could also play Reinforcements during the opponent's turn. When he's tapped out, that is definitely an option. We will remove Kiora, because when she attacks she makes a big Kraken token, Octopus token. And the 8/8 is a little bit hard to deal with. Fortunately we have the right answer in Valorous Stance. But I don't wanna push my luck. And I think we are very good in the driver's seat right now. As you can see, even the a little bit lower powered decks still have a good edge if they curve out the right way. And pass the turn. If we can get another big attack in, we should win. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, Billowing Shriekmaster, that's a big one. Ouch. 4 mana 4/4 and mills yourself for 3. Okay, 3 lands off the top. So the top decks of the opponent got better. Let's see if he's bold enough to attack. I don't think so. But it should not matter, because we have the removal for his mass. And with only 1 blocker left and 1 mana, he shouldn't have an answer. I only can think of a 4th step, but otherwise there will be no answer to our attack, and we should win. Okay, let's play Valorous Stance and see if we can squeeze that little win out. Would be very nice. Yes! Nice. First step done, second step to go. Are we Gucci? Come on, Wanderous Simp, you wanted to give me that sweet little victory. Let's play Veteran for good measure. And let's attack with everybody. The good thing at the token strategy is, if one of our creatures dies, it does not really matter, because we've got a lot more where that came from. Oh, and there's the 4th step. But why does he kill my token? What are you doing? No! Okay, he still is. I miscounted. Very good. But I don't think he has a raft to wipe the whole board. Okay, nice. Arbiter is a very good card. Stormwind Marshal, nice. And let's attack the game. A little bit too late. We did it. Very nice. Very cool. Haha! We got a win with the red-white deck. Very nice. So, what shall I show next? One of the more hop or drop decks is definitely Cats. It's one of the fan favorites because it suits a theme which is very, very funny and cute. But unfortunately, it's a deck that depends on going white, and there are cards that are not really synergistic, like Thespian, and Giant Growth, which are kind of filler cards. But the rest of the deck seems kind of solid, and if you go with turn 3 Orabo or, for example, Good Fortune Unicorn, you should be good to go. And when you top deck Angelic Destiny, then the game is normally over. Also 4 of Claws out, which is kind of nice. But totally non-existent interaction, which kind of sucks. So it's more of the beatdown decks that want to go big or go home. If the opponent overpowers you with their creatures, you normally don't have really a chance of winning anymore. Because no card advantage, no removal is a death sentence for a deck like those. This hand is very good. We've got Savannah Lions for 1, Helpful Hunter on 2, and if we get an untapped screen source, we can also play Unicorn. What we can also do is just play Blossoming Sands and curve out for sure, which I definitely prefer over going a little bit more risky. Ooh, turn 1 mana rolls, also very strong. Ooh, and Claws out, nice. Unfortunately, the cats don't have any kind of evasion, like Trample or Flying, so Claws out gets a lot worse in this kind of deck. But look at them, they are so cute. They are so cute. So let's play our third land and Good Fortune Unicorn, so that each of our subsequent creatures comes with an additional +1/+1 counter. Especially good on flyers like Dawnwing Marshal. The cool thing with Claws out is it got affinity for cats. So it normally costs 5, but for each cat in play, it costs 1 less. So we can play it at the best for 2 white mana, which is a very good deal to pumping all of our team. Because pumping our team is the only choice we've got if we want to reach for something like Mossborn Hydra, which gets bigger with every subsequent turn. What we can do now is we will definitely play Banishing Light on Mossborn Hydra. That creature is too strong. So down it goes. And I will attack with Good Fortune Unicorn. Get a little bit of chip damage in. Okay, Spectral Sailor, one of the better uncommons in the blue-green deck. Draws you cards. Elfson Giant, kind of filler, but good in this deck because it makes a lot of tokens. So my cats get a lot of worth. Okay, I'm not drawing any land, which is kind of bad. We will play Felling Blow and kill the Giant, because too much blockers will keep me from winning. Let's attack with the Unicorn. Very, very nice. Nice, Temple of Plenty. Another forest is okay. Let's go with Dawnwing Marshal so that we don't take any damage in the air. And Savannah Lions to pump. And curve. Use our mana. And we're gonna pass the turn. Unfortunately, the Spectral Sailor will win our opponent the game because he draws him so many cards. And the board is already very clogged up and they have no removal. Which shows definitely one of the bigger weaknesses of the cat deck. I haven't found many opportunities in the starter deck duel to go really, really big, really fast. Or really wide, really fast. So it's kinda not so fun. Let's block with Savannah Lions. Let's see what the opponent has. It should be optimally a pump spell, but it doesn't have anything. And there's the multi-god sentry. So there won't be any chance for us in the air. But maybe we can blow our opponent out. Let's have a try. Let's have a look. Let's play very fast one. Get a counter and surveil. Ooh, Arabo is nice. We keep that one on top. Then let's go attack with our 3/3 flyer and our unicorn. Or will we attack with our unicorn? I don't think so. If he's up to us, he will double block and that's bad news. So we will be going with the Marshal. Okay. He does not care. I will drop. Thank you very much. And Rabo should be very nice next turn. Pumping all of my cats and also making a token whenever another cat enters the battlefield if it's non-token. So we might be getting wide enough to push some damage through. But as I said, we are still in a 50-50 balance game. Spectral Sailor will definitely outvalue us and we will have no choice but to surrender. Let's play Blossoming Sands. Sentry is very big, so there's no chance to get through. Marshal pumps, Arabo pumps. Let's go with Arabo. And perhaps we should just attack. The Sentry and the Stomper are good blockers, but the rest is kinda okay-ish. We don't have any card of type of advantage. We could hope for another land so that we hit our 7th land and go for a close out plus Marshal pump, which should be good enough. How does the attack look like? We attack with everything. You're gonna take Sentry and Stomper in front of Marshal and Unicorn. Maybe strengthens his blocks with Druid of the Cowl. We will lose the Flyer, we will use the Unicorn, maybe trade up. I think we will have to attack. Oh, we wait one turn. Waiting one turn might be the right option. Hitting land 7 untapped would be really good. Let's wait for one more turn. Let's see how much damage he can do to the board. Drawing 1 is good for us. As long as he does not commit too much permanence to the board, we could make very good attack next turn. This is our only chance. Hitting land 7 and going. Otherwise we are pretty much dead. Dead. Okay, no more action. Oh, Unflinching Courage, nice. +2/+2 plus Trample and Lifelink. That's nice. I guess we pump our Marshal. Because each of our cats trades at least with the Apothecary Stomper favorably. And if he wants to block the Dawnwing Marshal, there isn't any real good block. He can 3-for-1 himself, or 3-for-3 himself if he blocks with all of his flyers and his Reacher. Okay, Arabo dies, which is kinda not so good. Fortune will live. A lot of jump blocks, which is good for us. Let's go close out. Trample is very good. I think we win. Haha, we won! Nice! Haha! Very good. Non-optimal blocks from the opponent and we won that one. Very nice. Did not think that we could get through. Very good. Awesome. That's really good. Nice. So that's the cat deck. Then what have we left? How many wins left? As you can see, 6 wins. 25 Mastery XP is kinda nothing. The weekly rewards give you 250 XP. 500 at the beginning and 250... No, I think 500 at the beginning and 250 then for each subsequent win. Or was it 250 times 15? Something like that. A lot in comparison to the daily rewards. So, let's have a look. Whoops. Nope, not the cat deck, please don't. What decks haven't we seen? There's also the black-red deck. Reckless Raid is kind of an interesting take on a red-black deck. As you have seen with Revenant before, Burst Lightning kinda very good card, only a 2-off. A Braid is a 3-off. Slumbering Cerberus is a very good 2-drop, but very situational. And then there are cards like Fake Your Own Death, which are only effective with around 50% of our deck. The rest is either Sacrifice themed or more recursion based, which per se is very good. But Fake Your Own Death is also very, very specific in the use case. So not always the best card. It might save your creature, it might give you value, but sometimes it's just a dead draw off the top and that sucks. But the rares are really, really good. You've got Massacre Worm at Mythic, which just clears the small creatures and drains your opponent for a lot of damage. High Society Hunter, one of the many evasive creatures in the deck, which is very, very good because it also draws you cards and grows a lot. And there's my personal favorite, which is Perforating Artist. 3 power, 3 to Death Touch, which also forces your opponent to make very tough choices in discarding your hand, losing 3 life, or sacrificing a permanent, which is devastating. And then we've got the signature rare, Alesha, who laughs at death, who laughs at fate, which gives you permanents back when you're attacked, which makes suicide attacks very, very easy. Which is also one of the themes of the red deck, so let's give it a try and have a look. Interesting. How does the hand look like? There's Fake Your Own Death, which does nothing but save our Diagraph Ghoul, but the hand is okay. We will keep. Let's play the Ghoul on the play, which is a strong play. 2 power turn 1 is good. And entering tap doesn't really matter because he can't attack anyways. Only thing that sucks is he can't block, but that shouldn't be a problem by with an aggressive deck. Then let's hit for 2. And pass the turn. Yeah, reassembling skeleton, so we're playing against green black, nice. Not worth to hit that one with removal spell. Let's hit for 2. And play Vampire Primor. So, what now? Truffle Snout is a very good card, so we will replay it. Each time it deals combat damage, it makes a food token, which is kinda annoying, because red-black wants to raise. Then we're gonna attack. I think we will not sacrifice because we want the damage. If we need the value in the future, we can always combine it with Fake Your Own Death, so that we cycle through with Fake Your Death, get back our Dire Groove and draw a card, because Gumar draws a card when he sacks a creature. Infestation Sage, okay, nice. That's also a very interesting comparison between the black-red deck, which is mediocre in my opinion, and the black-green deck, which just kinda sucks, because black-green also has sacrifice synergies, but not nearly as good as black-red. So now we've got Alesha. We will be attacking with our 2 creatures. And I will be sacrificing the Dire Groove to you. Because now it's gonna get fun. At the end of turn, Alesha triggers, gets a counter. Does not get a counter, but she gets our Dire Groove Ghoul back. So we've got our 3 mana 2/2 with First Strike, which deals combat damage before any other creature. That not even revived our creature, but also drew us a card. And we can do this if we attack every turn. Which is nice, because Gumar, when he sacks a creature, is unblockable. So, wombo combo achieved. Wahaha. Very, very nice. Which makes black-red also very good if you want to learn decision making in games. Sometimes it's good to play for the synergy, sometimes you just have to react what your opponent throws at you. Because green-black kinda sucks and does have payoffs like Vampiric Rites, which sacks a creature, gains a life and draws a card for 2 mana, which is a little bit pricey. You can definitely see the pros and cons of certain decks. So let's sacrifice Dire Groove Ghoul again. Lowers our damage potential, but card draw is a little bit more important. Okay, he will charm block and sacrifice. Get an insect token on death, and also draws a card and gains a life, which is very okay. Because in the long run, green-black gets better than red-black. But normally red-black is so aggressive that green-black does not have a chance to compete with that kind of pressure. Okay, Quill's Great Worm. The cover card for green-black. Is kinda nice. Let's see if he attacks. But I don't think so. Okay, with the flyer he does. Then let's kill the Great Worm. Great Worm is also one of the reasons why I don't like the black-red deck, because his synergy is with counters. The green-black deck. His synergy of Quilled Great Worm is with +1/+1 counters. And the green-black deck does not really have a +1/+1 counter theme. It's more of a Reanimator theme. Which kinda does not work. It does not work that way. So I'm a little bit disappointed from that one. Would be nicer if you could give them a little bit stronger synergy pieces. And as you can see, Alesha is a powerhouse, she wins us the game. Now we've drawn Massacre Worm, which is even more devastating against the green-black deck, because it wants to sacrifice its creatures. And my deck sacrifices naturally, so yeah. There will be a lot of value in our future. Very nice, very nice. Okay, Midnight Reaper, very good card for our opponent. Each time a non-token creature dies, he gains a life. So So we will get rid of that one. He will probably sack with Vampiric Rites. Okay, Undying Malice. He also has those reanimation spells to save his guy. He will draw a card because his creature died. And also get it back stronger. Nice, nice. But Massacre Worm will devastate him next turn. That wins us the game, certainly. Because we get rid of Llanowar, get rid of the Flyer, get rid of Skeleton, and he only has 7 life left. So, yeah, the pressure was good enough. He's dead. Thank you for sure. Nice, nice. Good game. Whoa. Let's play another one. Have a look at red black. Another very solid opener. We've got 2 lands, which is okay. For an aggressive curve, if you curve out at 3, normally it's good enough. In starter deck duels, the power level is low enough that you normally want to hit land 4 or 5. And we can curve out with Diagraph into Infestation Sage, into Goblin Borders, into Strongbox Raider. So the only thing that we need are a little bit more lands and we're good to go. Let's go tap land and go. Unfortunately we don't have untapped black, but that's not that bad. Opponent is on blue-black, so we have to get fast. Okay, first step. Ouch. Adios. Then let's play Infestation Sage. Temple of Malice, maybe we can hit our 4th land. Nice, Bloodfell Caves. Next time we can play Goblin Borders on 3 mana, and then Strongbox Raider. Oof. Okay, or we can play Hero's Downfall and save ourselves from Arcane's Draw 3 ability. Arcane is the Omnipotent, one of the best cards in the blue-black deck. Draw 3 cards on tap is nuts. And he also can evade removal if you keep some mana up. Which is way too overpowered for such a small powered format. That's one of the better cards. And he has 2 Zombifies, youch. Oof, 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 oof. We're definitely not favored this time. I think we will be attacking. Sacrifice our Sage for a Flyer and a stronger border. 3 mana 4 is okay. Oh! We could have also played Strongbox Raider, damn it. That would have been better. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, but he had another step, so yeah. But hitting the 5th land drop was very important for Massacre Worm. So I'm not that happy. Yeah, that's Magic. Sometimes you oversee things. That's normal. Overlooking things is normal in Magic. Yeah. Kinda sucks. Land 5 would have been very good. But Burst Lightning we can't play, so we saved ourselves unnecessary exile. Let's see if we can hit our top land drop. Come on, come on. Nice, we've got Vector Skill Gate. Play it. And pass the turn. Okay, make it real high. There's the hard removal. Border is down. Oh, hand step. Oof. Blue, black. Sometimes does have it all. Sheesh. Oh, he drew 9 cards. 9 cards in the last 3 turns. That's way too much. Way too much advantage. Let's see if we can pull out. But he also got inspiration from beyond, so hitting each land drop, playing all his strong cards. Ay ay ay. Guess that's it. Might be dead in a few turns. Then let's play. No play is good enough. Let's play Burst Lightning Try to get rid of Arcanis. Again. Oh, damn it. Yeah. Oh no, I forgot so hard. He bounced it. Sheesh. Ah, yeah, that sucks. Then what shall we do? Other than despair, let's play Diagraph. Let's play Cerberus. Oh, and a counter spell too. Yeesh. Okay, go more. Always remember, sometimes it's more beneficial to play lower powered creatures or not that valuable creatures for your better ones, because there is removal like Essence Scatter. It's a so-called counter spell or permission spell. So if you want to play something against the blue deck, you always have to consider that they can just say no. May I play that creature? No, I've got this counter. Is it okay to play this creature? Let me play another spell. Blue-black especially, and blue-white also, play with the doctrine in mind. Your turn? You mean our turn. So let's play Massacre Worm and Despair, because the Dread Scavenger will end this game. Aye. Yeah, well played. Very good. Very good opening hand for our opponent, and not much that we could do. As you can see, 1-for-1 removal is very good against decks that either need to attack first or don't have any enter the battlefield abilities. So permission is very strong in these cases. These cases kinda hurt. Yeah. But GG, go next. Just remember to have fun. So let's have a look. Shall we play another one? Maybe I will show you a little bit more of the I will show you why I don't like the black-green land deck. As I've said before, black-green kinda does not know what it wants. There are very strong cards like Quilled Great Worm, which work wonders in decks like green-white or red-green, where there's a lot of counter synergies. The only counter synergy that you have in this deck is with Felling Blow and with Needletooth Pack. All other creatures either react to dying, sacrificing, or do something completely different. So I think the strongest cards in the deck are Great Worm, Needletooth Pack and Felling Blow. But on the other side, all of the synergy package is in sacrifice features, which does not at all go well with counters, because you want to have the creatures with counters stay on board and not sacrifice them. So it's very counterintuitive to pair those kinds of synergies. And as you have seen with the red-black deck, when the opponent tempos you out and gets to his big spells, you kinda die. Green-black does an even worse job to get to the tempo. So, yikes. But let's have a look. Maybe we will get a win out of this battle. If you ask me personally, my favorite decks to cycle around are definitely red-blue, white-blue, and white-black. These are my 3 favorites. But except for maybe white-red and green-black, every other deck is definitely viable and will get you wins. So feel free to take the deck that suits your needs. There are many options, very plentiful options, and very fun ones. Good, good, good. Then let's attack all. Let's attack the Infestation Mage, Sage. Go in. Since we're dealing with white-black, it might be hard to outvalue that one, so we're gonna try to erase it. One of the major reasons why I don't like black-green at all is its removal suit kinda sucks. It does not really have a good plan to deal with the opposing creatures, and that's a very big downside. So let's go in with these two. Sacrifice our insect. Draw another card. Let's see if he will block. I don't think so. The token and pass the turn. Oh, that's one of the stronger openers from green-black. Maybe we have a choice. A chance. Maybe we have a chance. Let's have a look. Then let's go on Dying Malice on either Triple Snout or Gomoy. Doesn't really matter. Sack the Triple Snout. Trigger the Spin of Souls. Get another card. Take action. Thanks. Nice. Very good, very good. That was a very good interaction. Spin of Souls is one of the better rares in Foundations. And it's awesome. It's really, really good in this deck. So, what should we do? Let's play Jungle Hollow. Let's attack with our Triple Snout. See what the opponent does. I think Spin of Souls is also good to go. And we could also attack with Gomoy. Yeah, I think we go all in. It's not the optimal play, but we have to pressure the opponent, otherwise we will just get run over by Pride Mid and Dazzling Angel. Okay, okay, okay. Let's get some cards. Pride Mid down is very important. Yes, that's really very good, very good. And then we have Warden of the Cycle. Let's draw a card and lose a life. Keep the advantage going. Nice. Not the optimal trade, but we have to get aggressive. Otherwise, if white does not trade, we don't have any choice. We don't have any chance. We have to leave them with no choice but block. Let's sacrifice. I think one of the cycle. Because don't need that much advantage anymore. Let's go in and attack. That's nice. Get the food. Then play Thespian. Build Gate into the graveyard. We have enough lands. And Truffle Snout, number 2. Play another Build Gate and go. Ooh. Angelic Destiny, ouch. That stings. Flying First Strike and +4/+4 is very good on Healer's Hawk. Why is he scared? I can't kill him next turn. Does not really matter. He should attack. Let's play Temple of Melody. Infestation Sage on the top. Let's attack with our big boys. I would say let's attack with everyone. Then let's go play Magic Banshee and destroy the healer sword. It's not optimal because he gets Angelic Destiny back, which kinda sucks. Yeah, Angelic Destiny is just a broken card. Way too strong. Okay, why doesn't he play? We have a chance. We have a chance, we have a chance. Very nice, okay. How shall we do this? Let's go attack with everybody. Eaten Alive is our out. The cool thing is Eaten Alive exiles, so Angelic Destiny does not trigger on the death of the creature. We should be able to win this one. Very nice, very nice. Play Guildgate and Miracle. Pass the turn. And let's pump our very fast player. And with that we should be good to go. Because with 4 creatures with more than 2 power, we've got 4 lethal creatures. Even if he attacks and goes back to 8, we have 4 attackers and he only has 1 blocker. That should be also good to go. And even if he decides not to attack, we can Eat Him Alive and the Vampire Knight will, yeah. We'll be down. Thank you for playing, Venus. Thank you very much. So, with a good draw you can also win with the green-black deck. Very nice, very nice. I like it. Very good, very good. So, let's try to get our 750 coin reward. Maybe hit our 10th win too. Let's try out the blue-red deck. And see if there are still 2 wins to go. Then, very good opener. We've got Mischievous Mystic as a payoff, Charter Course as an enabler, Tolarian Terror as a big bomb, and 2 dive downs to protect our creatures. So that is one of the best hands you can have with red blue. Yeah, and nice. We've got the Burst Lightning off the top for the Arcane Aerialist. Let's play tap land and go. Nice, nice. Very good, very good. Blue-red is fun. If they kill all your creatures, it's not that fun anymore, but we've got Mystic and a lot of protection, so it should be nice. So, pass turn. So, another Burst Lightning off the top, perfect. Let's get rid of Collector. That one is too much of a good payoff. Attack with Mystic so that we can chart the course and draw 2 without a discard. Very nice. Enigma Drake very good, Lava Runner optimal. Terror only costs 4 now, which is also very good. That's the perfect start and the perfect game for Blue-Red. This is one of the prime examples where you can see when White-Black doesn't get his permanents on board and keeps them, Blue-Red just runs over it. Which is kinda nice. Which is really, really good. Okay. What is Crash doing? Thinking, I guess. By the way, if your opponent seems to be obnoxious with his reactions, you can always mute him. But normally you don't have to. Most of the players know how to behave, even the newer ones. Okay, finish Panda, interesting. And another burst lightning off the top. That's kinda unfair. Okay, what now? We have a lot of flyers. We're gonna attack. I think we will play Drake and play burst lightning. Panda gets back Collector, but that is not that bad. Because if Panda grows too big, we can't deal with it. So that's a better solution for our problem. And Collector does not do well against flyers, so it's okay. And next time we go Terror into Lava Runner or attack with double dive down before that. So that should be also very, very good. So what's next? I think we will be attacking first. Let's play Lava Runner. Attack all. Let's go dive down on Mystic. Very nice. Attack. Very, very good. Then let's go... Ouch, ouch. I think we will go into Charter Course. Maybe we hit the untapped land. Nope. But a second Terror. Very nice. So next turn we're gonna go really nuts. Gonna go really, really strong. Okay, take the damage. Elanda, the overpowered signature rare of this white-black deck. But I don't think that it does matter a lot because... Oops, we could have won. 8, 10. Yeah, shouldn't have played Terror. But we're very close to winning. Next turn it should be good. Oh, we could have won. If you play Dive Down and Burst Lightning for 1 or for 5, if you play either one of those, you win. I don't think that we will lose. Elenda is strong, but not strong enough against that kind of board. And Black-White does not have a Wrath. So we will win this one. Bloodwatch could be annoying, but yeah. If we manage our blocks well enough, it shouldn't be a problem. Angelic Destiny, ouch, okay. That is bad news. Dive Down does not untap. But I think he should not attack with that. He takes us down to 8, goes up to 11, makes a token. But now we should win on the crackback. Attack with everything in the air. And if we're counted right, that's 8, 10. He has no block, no interaction. And we've got the Burst Lightning for the win. Adios. Nice one. GG's, Crash. GG's. Very good game. And there you have it. A lot of pressure, cracks even white-black. Even if it gains 1 million life. And our reward. Nice. And another card. Hey, Starscape Carrick. Very nice. Very good. And as you can see, up until the 10th win, you get 50 gold. So let's go for another win with maybe another deck. Let's try it with blue-black, which is also kind of fun. And see if we can maximize our gains for today. Okay. Very good hand. We have our colors, we have card draw, we have a very good curve, and we have removal. The perfect opener for blue-black. Here we go. Dismal Backwater and go. Then we will simply pass the turn. Let's see what the opponent has. Maybe we will kill the Firebrand, maybe not. We will take the 1 damage. Damage done. Okay, Veteran. There's a demon target that will be down. Adios. And I think we will take another turn. And play Dreadwing Scavenger. Draw a card, discard a card. I think the second blue is more important, so we will be dropping the Swamp. Unfortunately, we don't have a big spell to discard for Zombify, but that would be normally the play in a Reanimator style deck. Card flicking is so enjoyable. Ah, yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Nice. No blocks. Then let's go for Backwater. Let's play nothing, I think. We will be attacking. Let's see if we can hit something that we can discard. Nope, we can't. Let's do it like that. Top all ends and pass the turn. Pressure is not that big that I would have to reconsider my choice. We let the opponent attack. It's unfortunate that we didn't get an untapped blue source, which would have made the Brian-born cutthroat play a lot better. Ah, Goblin Surprise hits hard. Ouch. Another pump spell. That's very unfortunate. We counter the Goblin. Don't want unblockables in our position. Let's go for Guild Gate tapped and pass. Can't attack, not now. That's too much damage. Let's see if we can get 2 good blocks out of this. Only 1 card left in hand is very good for us. I hope it is not another mass pump, that would be very bad. Okay, Crusade of Odric is a-okay. It's a big one, but only if there are other creatures on board. Okay, opponent does not go for the attack. Let's see if he wants to crack his Firebrand, but I think he will not. With 3 cards in hand, we have way too many options to pump the Cutthroat in response. Don't do it, opponent. You don't want to. Or do you? You want to. Do you? Okay, okay. Nice save by the opponent. Our hand is kinda okay. So we could get Scavenger to 3, which is very good. We could shrink the Crusader to 2, which is also very good. And we can pump the Brian Cutthroat 3 times to 5-4, which is also very nice, so we will pass the turn. Should be very good turn. Should be a very good play, sequence of plays during our opponent's turn. Let's have a look if he sees the kill on Cutthroat. He does not, but it's just very nice for us. Because Cutthroat only grows when it's during our opponent's turn. So he could have killed it during our turn. Pass. Okay. What do we do? I think we block like this or like that. It does not really matter. It depends when he wants to crack his Firebrand. I think we will do it like that. Because we can go for the first opt. He could try to kill in response, but then we have the second opt and then we can go stab and it's favorable for us. Then we will get the Crusader with the stab. Come on, come on. Nice, nice. Very good. Let's opt again. Nice, nice. No barrier. Another stab, very good. The drop is okay. We don't need any lands. Very good. And then we go for this stab on the token. Kill the token, shrink the Crusader, and value! Very good, very good. Then he only has 4 mana, he needs 5 for Marshal, so we get also rid of the Marshal, adios. And now we're in the driver's seat, here we go. Very good, very good. Attack. Draw this card. Let's get rid of the Guild Gate, because it doesn't matter. We don't really need a double colored source. And we can't really go double spelling because we don't have a target for our Reanimate. Pass turn. Let's see if our opponent clutches it with another reinforcements. Could be a win con. That's a very close one. End of turn, flash in the blind one. Very nice, very nice. And then attack with ult. Drop the scatter. Yeah, he will have to jump block. He can't even block the cut. Then go with Crow, see what we move. Okay, no target. Unfortunate. Two burst lightnings will also be the trick now. Yeah, NGGs. Very nice, very nice. Clutch moments, very good sequencing. So if you have learned something, feel free to let me know in the comments if there was any better play. We've hit our 10th win, which is my sign to call it a day this time. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I will be updating a lot more, keep you up to date how it goes. This is MTG from scratch. Let's play free-to-play MTG. This is starter deck Duels, so if you want to join this kind of play, there are the events. And then you can go here under the red all, starter deck Duel. If you've played one before, it's right at the top, otherwise you will have to search it. I found it on the right section. But it's always there. It's free to play. If you're starting right away and you don't have anything else you want to play in standard because you don't have a big enough card pool, it's a perfect choice. As you have seen, we already have 2,950 gold just from playing the starter duels and getting a little bit of rewards. You get also very nice card packs. And the first goal of our little experiment here will be to unlock the season pass for Edge of Eternities. Which means next time we might be able to start our first draft. So, thank you all very much for watching. I enjoyed it very much to give you a little bit of insight in the brain of a pro player of MTG. And also to give you a little taste of how it feels to start Magic in the year of 2025. I hope you have a lot of fun with the new set. Edge of Eternities looks kinda spacey and very overpowered. And if you don't have any motivation to play Constructed or Limited, you can always play Brawl, which is definitely an option. And I think we will be building our next Brawl deck in the next session, so look forward to it. We don't have that many wildcards, but the first budget build is definitely always fun. So thank you for watching. I will leave you all with a little announcement from my alter ego, and we will see ourselves in the next one. Until then, be good, rehydrate, get a little bit out, take a fresh breath of air, and thank you very much for watching. Hi there, thank you very much for watching the video, and if you want to see even more, we've got the Limited Madness series up here, the Budget Brawl series is here, and if you want to join our Discord server and join our Order of Yore, the finest community out there in the land, definitely look downwards in the description box. We've got all our social media links there, and you can definitely find the finest of content also on our Discord. And if for nothing else, I will see you all in the next video. Be good, be brave, and bye-bye.